a billionaire, vanished into thin air. Alfred Lowenstein, the world's third richest man, was on a flight across the English Channel. Everything seemed normal until he got up to use the bathroom. But when he didn't come back, his secretary went looking for him. What she found was shocking. The bathroom was empty, but the rear door of the plane was wide open. It's believed he made a fatal mistake. He opened the wrong door and fell out. Can you imagine? Just like that, he was gone. 15 days later, his body washed ashore off the French coast. They identified him by his wristwatch. The official conclusion? An accident. Just absent-mindedness. But was it really? A man with so much to lose, disappearing like a ghost. It leaves you wondering, was it truly an accident or something darker? The truth vanished with him. On July 4th, 1924, Chef Cesare Cardini faced a dilemma. His Tijuana restaurant was packed, and he was short on ingredients. Customers were restless, and he needed a showstopper. So he improvised, right at the tableside. Picture this: lettuce, coddled eggs, parmesan, croutons, all coming together in a dramatic display. The diners were captivated. They couldn't get enough. They rushed back over the border, raving about Cesare's salad. It wasn't long before it became a sensation, popping up in cookbooks and restaurants everywhere. But here's the twist. When Cardini moved to the US, he changed the spelling of his name to Caesar. And just like that, a culinary legend was born from chaos. Who knew a salad could change the world? A hostage crisis turned into a daring rescue. On July 4th, 1976, Israeli commandos launched an audacious operation at Entebbe Airport. Dozens of Israeli hostages were held captive by terrorists. The stakes were high. The commandos traveled over 7 hours from Israel, disguised in Ugandan uniforms, driving the same cars as Ugandan generals. They landed with precision, ready to strike. In a matter of moments, chaos erupted. 7 terrorists and many Ugandan soldiers were killed, but the cost was steep. 3 hostages lost their lives, yet 102 were freed. It was a stunning victory, but it came with a dark twist. One elderly hostage, Dora Bloch, was taken to the hospital before the raid. She was later killed by Amin's troops in revenge. The mission was a success, but the price of freedom was steep. It leaves you questioning, how far would you go to save a life? A nation was born. On July 4th, 1776, the United States Congress made a bold declaration. They were done with British rule. No more subservience to King George III. The 13 colonies stood united, ready to fight for their freedom. Thomas Jefferson, John Adams, Benjamin Franklin, they crafted a document that would change history. It proclaimed independence, a fierce declaration of liberty. And every year since, we celebrate this momentous day as Independence Day. But here's the chilling twist. 50 years later, on the same day, both Jefferson and Adams died. 2 founding fathers, gone on the anniversary of their greatest achievement. It makes you wonder, was it fate or just a cruel coincidence? The birth of a nation marked by loss.